Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from tarotforhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your weekly reading, and this reading is for the Libras, and I believe it should be from the 26th to the 1st of November. So let's see what is showing up for the Libras. Okay. Okay. Libra. Your first card is the Queen of Swords. So that's you in the tarot. And you have the reversed High Priestess, and you have the Three of Swords. So what I'm kind of seeing here, it seems to be a challenging message. I'm kind of seeing that the to me, the Queen of Swords is sort of saying that this might be a time where you might be coming off a bit cold, maybe because you're either frustrated or you're annoyed or you're upset about something. Like, I kind of see you being quite distant towards other people, and this distance is only because maybe you've got other stuff on your mind, or maybe you've got other worries or other concerns that you're going through. The High Priestess reverse is kind of telling me that you might not be in touch with your own inner self, because the High Priestess can represent our intuition, our feelings, and it's more of because it's sort of ruled or has a connection with the moon. um it's a side of us that is a bit more sensitive and receptive and stuff like that, and I kind of feel like you're not really going to be tuning into that energy. It's like you're just going to be coming off maybe really harsh, maybe even a bit of a bee to some people. And I think the reason why that is because of this Three of Swords that is showing up at the end. It's like it represents again, betrayals, heartbreak, being just sad. Like, if you see this woman, like, she looks completely traumatized by what is going on next to her. So it could mean something that happens that was, I don't know, it's not going to be that severe. Like, I don't believe it's going to make you feel traumatized, but I think that this card to me is speaking of somebody that almost feels tired with having to be, maybe having to go through heartbreak, or feels tired of having to go through disappointments, or things not going right, or things always being hard. Because the Queen of Swords, she's, out of all the queens, she's the queen that has, like, been through the most. And even though, like, she is very smart, and she is very wise because of her experiences, at the same time she can get fed up and get tired like everyone else, get tired of having to keep on struggling, or tired of having to keep on going through certain circumstances that always seem to be hard. And to me, the reverse High Priestess is kind of saying that, to me, sometimes when a card shows up reversed, it's kind of saying that maybe you have to achieve the energy of, like, the High Priestess when she's right up. And the High Priestess, when she's right up, again, she's very receptive, and she's um and it's like and she's another archetype that is also wise as well, because she has, the secret knowledge, occult knowledge, all that kind of stuff. And it's almost like, to me, the reading is saying that you should take what you've learned from the past with you. And so whatever that wisdom has been that you've learned from past situations and past events, you have to use it this week for you to get through whatever is going to be showing up for you. If this is a relationship that goes south, if you just feel betrayed by somebody else or hurt by somebody else, if you feel like somebody else has taken advantage of your kindness or anything like that, it's kind of telling you that this is another lesson to be learned. And yes, it might be a challenging lesson. You might feel very hurt, but you've been through hurt, like, situations before, you've been through hardship before. And it's almost saying, like, well, how did you get over it when these things happened to you in the past? Maybe the reason why this is happening to you now is maybe you have to adjust the way you've handled things in the past. Or maybe this is an opportunity again for you to rely on something that you used to do to get over circumstances. The only thing I would say is, I definitely am not going to encourage, using any form of substances or anything like that to kind of deal with issues. I think sometimes, depending on the kind of person we are as well, sometimes we can do that kind of thing. But I feel like it's just saying that it's about finding healthy ways of getting through difficult circumstances. That this card is saying. these cards. Underneath the deck is the Fool card. So what this is kind of telling me is the Fool, opens up new possibilities to you, or new, again, it can be just facing life in a really different way. The difference between, I guess, the Fool and what I'm kind of seeing in your reading is that the Fool is more kind of carefree, and kind of, he wouldn't be the one to stress about much. Basically, he kind of is prepared to just take everything in his stride, and to kind of just almost approach everything with a childlike wonder. So your cards may also be telling you that maybe when things do get difficult, maybe you're the type of person that you stress a lot about things. Maybe you overly stress even about things that might even be minor things. So the Fool might be telling you that maybe you have to lighten up a bit when it comes to dealing with certain circumstances in your life. Maybe you shouldn't take certain things too seriously. At the same time, the Fool can also be saying that maybe out of disappointments come new opportunities, new avenues, new things. So, sometimes we just look at the circumstances and get annoyed with why they're not working for us. But sometimes, this can be an opportunity for something else. So, yes. And I'm kind of drawn to this chicken that is in his, that's there. Like his, this one, the interpretation is quite different. Um, so yeah, but to, like, I guess, like, chickens can be sometimes, when you do feel fear, but the Fool is the kind of person that he wouldn't let fear stop him from pursuing anything he wants to do. So again, like, that might be something that you have to sort of consider as well. So that's your reading for this week. Peace and many blessings to you, Libra. I'll see you. Bye.